You simply want to paint freely, but your mind keeps getting in the way. Your expectations, the pressure to make something beautiful, block your flow before you even begin. In this video, I'll show you 4 simple exercises to quiet your inner critic so you can paint effortlessly again and reconnect with joy, movement and creative flow. Take a small piece of paper. I'm using watercolor paper here because I love the texture and how it absorbs color. But honestly, any paper will do. Each surface behaves differently, and that alone could be a study to understand what you want and how your material responds. But for now, the material doesn't matter. Just begin. Move your brush from right to left, let it swing freely. Leave traces as long as color is still visible on the paper. When the color disappears, dip your brush back into water and paint and begin again. This is not about painting an image. It's about giving yourself to the act of painting, loosening up, finding rhythm, slipping into a flow, a trance-like state where the analytical mind softens and the creative one takes to lead. When your critical mind starts speaking, don't analyze your painting. Observe your thoughts instead. This isn't a painting lesson, it's a lesson in awareness. Now add a second color. Watch, don't judge. See how they mix, how they interact. Stay in the process, curious, open, like a child discovering how water moves and how colors behaves. You are not painting the picture paints itself through you. Many artists have worked with this approach, originally called automatic drawing, later expanded into painting. I'll show you one example later in this video, and if you like more guidance, join my Patreon community. I share daily drawing prompts there to keep you creating. Or you can download my free drawing guide. You'll find the link in the description. For the second exercise, start drawing circles across a page. Don't think about composition or meaning, just observe the movement itself and the traces it leaves behind. Let your hand follow its own rhythm. Each circle overlaps, changes in direction or pressure. Don't look for symbols or try to interpret what it might mean. Simply watch a dance between brush, water and paper, the way motion becomes visible. And if someone looks at what you've painted, or if that voice inside you says, "That looks like something a child could do," then take it as a compliment. Because that's exactly the point. That spontaneity, that freshness, that unfiltered attention to the act of making. You can see it in every child's drawing. It's not about skill, it's about presence. For the third exercise, make small marks across a page, one after another, like quiet footsteps. Let the movement stay steady, from top to bottom or side to side, it doesn't matter. Stay with the rhythm of repetition. Notice how the marks change as the color fades, as the brush loses paint. When you reach the bottom of the page, dip your brush into water and color and begin again from the top. Don't try to arrange or design them, simply observe how repetition builds rhythm and how the smallest gesture can hold attention. And maybe someone will look at your painting and ask, "What is that supposed to be?" Or say, "Anyone could do that." That's fine. Many still think that figurative art is serious and full of meaning, and that abstract art is effortless and meaningless, just because it doesn't show something you can name. Figurative painting gives you something to hold on to. It shows the world everybody already knows, so it feels safe to judge. But abstract painting asks for something else. It doesn't imitate what's outside, it mirrors what's inside. It invites you to see, to feel, to sense, to perceive, without a story, without a name. That's why it can look simple, but it isn't. Because to paint without something to copy in realistic style means you have to listen more deeply to your own rhythm, your own perception, your hesitation and your courage. And that's where the real artistic experience begins. For the fourth exercise, let your brush move as if you were writing, but without words, without meaning. Imagine your hand is speaking a language that only it understands. Let the movement flow like handwriting, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, without trying to control or correct it. Don't form letters or shapes, just let the brush wander, letting rhythm become your focus. Observe what appears. loops, lines, interruptions, moments of pressure and release. This is drawing as writing, and writing as movement. You are not describing anything, you are tracing the energy of your own attention. Cy Twombly's large red Bacchus paintings weren't planned compositions. They were responses, physical, emotional, and almost ritual. He was fascinated by ancient myth, especially Bacchus, the god of wine and ecstasy, not as a story but as a state of being. In these looping gestures and drips of paint, he tried to capture movement itself. The feeling of energy overflowing, like wine being poured or blood pulsing through the body. The paintings are not about Bacchus as a figure, they are about excess, rhythm and release, a kind of visual intoxication. There's always more than what appears at first glance. Every mark, every color carries something deeper, something you can only see if you slow down and look with intention. Try to approach other artworks the same way. Don't stop at the surface, look for intensity, for the presence behind the gesture. And don't get discouraged. Keep painting, keep drawing, keep creating. Feel the flow and trust the process. I'd love to hear how this exercise felt for you, what surprised you, what you noticed. Share your experience in the comments below. And if you'd like to keep exploring this kind of intuitive painting, you can watch the next video linked here. Or leave me your question and thoughts. I often create new videos inspired by your feedback.